Danai here from Danai's Electrical Services, and in today's video we have a washing machine that is having some amount of issue. So when the washing machine is on the spin cycle, or when it is spinning, it's making some loud banging sound, right? And the reason for this is because the washing machine is out of balance. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking. So start my cycle there. Now it's draining. After it drains, it will start spinning and you guys will hear what I'm talking about. So that is it. It's making some loud banging sound and vibrating excessively. The reason for that is because it is out of balance and we need to replace the suspension rods. We have our replacement suspension rods here. We get this from Amazon. You can get it below $30. I'm not sure of the exact price. I don't remember the exact price, but it's very reasonable. It's 4 in the set, so this is what we'll use to replace the old suspension rods. By the way, this is a Whirlpool 16 gram washer. So I'm going to go in details and show you how to change this or change these suspension rods. Before I do that, something else you can check to confirm that yes, these suspension rods are bad is the level of compression you get when you press down on the inside of the washer. So while our lid is closed, I'm going to start the procedure and show you what we will do. The first thing that we'll do in changing our suspension rods. So this is my main, this is my turn off, the main for my water going to my washer. So I'm going to turn off the main from outside once I have access to do that, and then I'm going to disconnect the hose and let the water that's inside drain, the water that's in the line drain. So look, that's the first step. The next thing that I will do is, if we can get to the back of our washer, and we're gonna disconnect. Let me get some light. It's a bit messy around here. So we're gonna disconnect our drain hose. We're gonna disconnect our drain hose right there. You can use a pliers to get off that clamp, and it will be easy to come off. Some amount of water will drain when you remove it. So ensure that when you pull it off, you are somewhere where a little water can drain without causing much harm. We're gonna go ahead and then we're gonna remove our hose. I'm only using the cold water hose, but if you have the both cold and hot water connected, you're gonna disconnect both of them. After I do that, then I can turn my washer around, still waiting for the lid to open. Please remember, guys, ensure that your power is disconnected. The reason why my power is still connected is because my lid is still closed, right? And I'm waiting on the lid to open. So while I'm waiting on the lid to open, I'm just going ahead and getting some of the stuff done. But to be safe, please ensure that the power is disconnected. And as soon as this light is off, and I can open my cover, I will go ahead and disconnect my power. But in the meantime, I'm going to turn my washer around where I can get full access to the back, where I will start pulling off the back cover. Now my light is on, so before I could turn it around, the light is off, so I can open up. So now that my cover is open, what I was going to show you is that another way to check. It's very bouncy. The inside shouldn't be this bouncy, right? The inside of it shouldn't be that bouncy. So once you do that and it is that bouncy, that's another indication that your suspension rod is bad and needs to be replaced. So let's turn this washer around and get down to business. By the way, the only tool you need to do this is a nut driver. The next step is to pull all of these screws. I'm going to remove all of them from the back. All of these screws from the back, we're going to remove them. I'm going to put this to the side and put down my screws carefully. I'm going to go ahead and pull down and pull the screw for this lower area right here. I think this is my final screw. So this is the final one. Then I can remove my back panel. So just to give you a closer look, the panel look very messy, but we understand. So this is your suspension rod. It connects, it holds up the drum, right? And as the name suggests, suspension rod, I think that is self-explanatory. So it holds up the drum as a spring right here, and it come up right in this area right here. So there are 4 of them for the 4 corners of the drum. Now to remove the top panel, you're gonna pull these 2 bolts, one at the left there and one at the right here. So you're gonna pull those 2 bolts. And remember, we'll put up our screws carefully. So when we remove those 2 screws, this can push forward like this and lift. When we push forward and lift, then we can lift this area up like this. So let me remove the camera so you can see it better. So this area can lift like this. And here you'll see the other 2 suspension rod that's at the front. Now we will remove our suspension rod. To make this easy, I'm going to put something under the drum. Then we will lift this pop it out of this. So you're gonna lift the rod so you can get it out of this thing right here. The replacement also comes with this part, so you don't have to reuse this part. And then we're gonna pull it through here. This is the old one, very springy. And if I should show you one of the new ones, it has so much more tension. It has a lot of tension. But the old one is very springy. Now it's time for the next one. So now that I get these old ones out at the back, I'm going to go ahead and put in the two new ones at the back. So do the opposite of what we did to get it out. And you have this little part here that can pop into place. And we slide this down. And we do that now. You just can manually pull your tension rod up. And then you just pop it back into place just like that. Now to the next one. It's very easy, guys, very easy. You don't need a technician to do this. You can do it yourself. And the only tool you will need is a nut driver. So the next one. And just like that, we already replaced two of our suspension rods. Now, it's time for the front. To be honest, you don't necessarily need to put anything under the drum. I did that because sometimes I take out all four of them at once before I replace them. But if you're going to replace them 2 by 2, you don't need to put anything under there. Now for the front. I normally find the front a little bit more difficult than the back. But let's go. So if I can just set up my camera. Now I'm going to replace the front. I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'm going to put this down. Lean it back. And just like that, this one is out. And the angle, this angle should give you a better view of what I did. Pull up. Sometimes it can be, because my hand is slipping, can be a bit difficult, but not very difficult. Let's go again. Up. One more time. Oops. And just like that, that one is good. Now, remove this one. It's very easy to remove. They are easier to remove than they are to replace. This one is out. Now, let's put this one in. This one, so much easier. Some is easier than some. And guess what, guys? You have successfully changed your suspension rod. So we're just going to fit this back up, and then we test it to see if it is okay. These are my first two screws. Let me just check. Let me just check my wiring to see if my wiring is okay. And anything didn't plug out on me or anything like that. And we seem good. Everything seems to be fine. As you can see, this is a very easy task, guys. You can do this in minutes. And I can just imagine how much a technician would charge you to carry out this work. I do work as a technician too, so I know that it can be a lot. Now it's time for the bottom panel. Okay. Now, let us turn this around. Connect back our water inlet. So, we have finished turning it back around. We connect both our water inlet. Let me get some light. Yeah, water inlet connected. Wastewater also connected. So let's go around the back to make our connection and turn on our main as well. Now it's the moment of truth. Time to test it. Now it's starting to spin. Look at that. I don't even think you can see the vibration on camera. And it's running smoothly. So that is it, guys. We're good. We're good to go. And this was another video brought to you by Danai's Electrical Services. For more videos like these, please feel free to subscribe to my channel at Danai's Electrical Services. Thank you, thank you, thank you.